The give is to Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gun. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun on third. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun. There we go. 41's the whip. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott airing it out for Hearns. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moves.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a big conversion there on 3rd down, and I remember playing, and all the time on the sidelines, you hear a coach calling for the punt team to get ready on 3rd down because you can't call for it on 4th down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up. Occasionally it serves as motivation for them. I'm going to bring these guys back out here. I want to keep the ball in offense, and that's exactly what they did.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, That just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Go ahead, hey, sweat. Go ahead, take.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go. Go ahead, 46.
Prescott from the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Ryan on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Possession going back over to Dallas here, a team who lost last week to Washington 20-17, and that was on the heels of that Week 6 blowout win they had over Jacksonville 40-7. But that loss against Washington, the field goal hitting off the upright after the penalty, a tough one to swallow.
It certainly was because it became a 52-yard field goal attempt for Brett Maher. Should have been 47, and ends up doinking it off the upright, not the crossbar. And Dak Prescott, he had been 4-0 against Washington in his short career prior to Sunday's loss. A tough game for him as well.
Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Cooper was the target there.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
47.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on that Bucs defense went down with an injury. They'll be monitoring Sony Michel in New England. Now, remember, they already lost Jeremy Hill, Rex Burkhead out of that backfield, so a couple injuries to note.
Certainly, and Quan Alexander in the middle of the Tampa Bay defense, which was already struggling. They may not get him back the rest of the season. Sony Michel, they're hoping to get him back after a few weeks. Albert Wilson in Miami has made big plays all season long, has a hip injury. That could cost him some serious time, if not the season. LaShawn McCoy, Melvin Gordon, they're hoping to get them back in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, interesting that they won without Melvin Gordon last week. That was a big win. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
46. Here we go, 46. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 55 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jack Crawford busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Second down, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Hearns brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Prescott now drops it underneath to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation. And that's what they call getting home, because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Play action, Ryan. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tuesday. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Randy Gregory in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. This is Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coleman now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
20. Ready, sit on it. Back 25. Hey, express. Look out.
Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.